Welcome back to the channel. Another day in the garage. We're working on the motor for the Firebird today. So this is that aluminum 5.3 I picked up that had been sitting for a while. The plan is to just kind of clean up all the surfaces, wipe down the cylinders. I mean, it's still got some cross hatching. And then pull the cam out, make sure that that looks fine, put it back in. And really just probably toss some bearings in it, new oil pump, and away we go. Just gonna tear this down a little bit.
As this motor's already got the headers removed and the oil pan removed and the timing chain and oil pump removed, first step is to remove the windage tray here. Next step for removal is the timing guide, a couple of bolts here, and then this will be out of the way and I will not be reusing this. Next is the cam retainer plate. A couple of T40 bolts in this setup and I can pull the plate right off. After that, it's easy to thread one of the bolts back in and pull the camshaft right out. Fortunately, this motor came with a Summit Stage 2 turbo camshaft that'll come in handy for the build. It's now time to pull pistons and rods. I use a used crank bolt to turn the crank over, like to do them in order of 1 through 8, and spin the motor around to make sure my rod bolts are easily accessible. Pretty simple to remove them. It's a split correct cap setup, so as long as you don't mix up where things go, you can put them right back together. The factory Gen 4 GM rods, you can torque them up to 3 times, even though they are torqued to yield. And what I do is I back them all off, one at a time rather. I back each cylinder off. Then I will just tap them loose with a hammer on the back of the socket and pull the piston and rod assembly out the bottom. Got all the pistons pulled out, all labeled 1 through 8. A lot of carbon on these pistons, a lot of carbon in the ring, so we're going to have to pull this all apart and clean it. Next step is to set out a table in an area over there and then pull the crank out. First step is to pull the side bolts out so you can get the caps off. Do not forget to remove your crank sensor before you pull the crank or even the caps off. Then just loosen the top caps and keep them in order. I also try to maintain to keep the bolts in order. Work my way down from the front of the block to the back. Do note that the last cap is in the opposite direction from an arrow standpoint. I'll show that at the end of the cap removal here. A lot of the times you can wiggle them loose by hand, as you've seen here. I did need to use a pry bar for the thrust cap, the third one in, as well as the last one. But just take your time, they'll come off. Doesn't take a whole lot of force to pull them. Lastly, once your crank is removed, just put the caps back in place with the bolts so you don't lose them, and you're ready to take to the machine shop or clean it up. Overall, I'm really happy with how this motor looks after tearing it down. I think I'm going to try to clean it up once I check the bores for proper cross hatching, and we'll put it back together. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.